All right. We are up and running, folks. Hello, Internet. Okay, I had to turn that on. I didn't think I did for a second. We are back to... Hey, no, Spidey. Back to the Fire Emblem. Hoping we survive. Bird. But first, let me get down to where to start on this. Because that'll do. Okay. I saw a picture in a Discord and I'm like, wait, why? What are these? And it finally clicked and I'm like, oh, that's what those colors are for. I was so confused. But first, Blockies were at a toy show these last couple days. I want to talk about some of the stuff they showed off. So they showed off, actually this is the better picture. The Ultraman stuff they're doing for Blockies wheels. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I am not as familiar with Ultraman as I am with Rider, and about Sentai is kind of in the middle of those two in terms of the depth of my knowledge. So all I can really tell you about this is that I think this is from one of the shows. Because no, these are great prototypes. There is a thing that they showed off that is paint yourself, but these are great prototypes. These are mainly just to show, hey, we're working on a thing, and here is the sculpt of it, basically. You get very used to seeing this because it's like, yeah, this is like the early stage where you're just trying to figure out if everything works. Because, like, back in the day, these were all basically hand sculpted from whatever material you had and then put together and then tested and all that. Now, a lot of this stuff is 3D printed for testing purposes and prototyping, and that's the great model prototypes you see. And the reason they're great is that that's neutral. That lets you see all of the details and stuff on there. Anyway. Yeah, I think this car is from one of the shows. I know this isn't, and from the teaser we've seen, this is a Belial monster truck. I just realized today that that's supposed to be a Gomera hauler, basically. And then that is a Tiga car, because that's the Tiga Sparklins right there, has the wings on it. But I have no idea what these other two are, like, at all. I haven't the faintest idea. They could be anything, and until they get some colors on them, fucking I don't know. But they exist. These are neat. They also showed off a little bit more for the Transformer stuff. Basically, trailer for your Prime, and roller for your trailer for your Prime, and that was it. Yeah, there wasn't really anything else, but it's the trailer for your Prime. All right, I forgot. Hey, do y'all like Fast and Furious? They have a Fast and Furious license. It's 2 cars from Fast and Furious. These are just the cars. You don't get the characters. Maybe. I don't know. The door opens on a Hobbs's truck. No. They're from a series of movies, the first of which was 10 years ago. They've made like 12 of them now. I think we're at 12. This is a franchise, in case you didn't know. Yeah. But the thing is, neither one of these are from that first movie. These are from a later one. I don't remember which one. All I know is that's the one they use the flip cars in the Pursuit, and that's one of Hobbs's trucks that he's used. That's all I could tell you, and I've seen these movies. So there is that. We got a better look at the Jurassic Park / World stuff. Here it is. It's dinosaurs and vehicles and fossils. There isn't that much more to say. There's not really, except like, I don't know, Blue's here. You get Blue and Blue Junior. See, they're right here. You get them. I assume they're saving them for another wave. Because, like, but they're named what other named dinosaurs are in Jurassic Park and World? What other named ones besides those mutant ones in blue? It has the blue stripe, I'm pretty sure. If I go up here, where is it? It's in one of these pictures. Or not. Is it not in one of these pictures? I am pretty sure it's in one of these pictures. It is very blatantly blue because it is the striping on it. Not that one. That's not helpful. Yeah. See? See, it's got the blue stripe. And that's his kid. That's Blue Junior. That's his name, right? It'll be next wave. You'll get D-Rex and the Indominus Rex or something else. I don't know. They gotta save something for other waves. I don't know what I call it Blue Junior because I don't know what else to call his kid's name. But yeah, those are coming out soon. There's a bunch of Powerpuff Girls stuff. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what they're doing for the other waves because they've mainly been saying dinosaurs. And I go, okay. Transformers wise, probably. I don't know. They had a reboot show like a few years ago, but I don't know if that went anywhere. But Transformers, they showed off their Bruticus. That is their combination of their Combaticons they're releasing and their Defender stuff at the moment. It looks nice. I love how apparently the Decepticon combiners get priority over the Autobot combiners. It just seems like they're the preferred combiners. That's because that's Bruticus as well. But this is the G1 version of Bruticus rather than the War for Cybertron version of Bruticus. Because that's what they're doing for bleh. Their Defender stuff is the G1 stuff. And then I have to find the picture. Where's the full picture of everything? No, that doesn't help. Where's the lineup picture? There's the lineup picture. So they said they were doing DC Defenders. And I'm like, and they teased it with Bat Nolan in the Tumbler. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're doing other stuff. Surprise, it's all Batman. Not only is it surprise, all Batman, it's surprise, all Batman from the movies, except one of them. Yeah, it's pretty good. There is a Metroplex, but it's in the Galaxy stuff, and he's far smaller than what Metroplex normally is. But anyway, it's the movie Batmans. Plus Adam West, who had a movie, but it wasn't theatrically released. So you get Bat Nolan, you get Bat Clooney? Is that the George Clooney one? I don't know. I don't remember. You get the original Batman one. Then you get 2 Batman versus Superman ones. You get the newest Batman one. And then you get another Bat Nolan, but this time the Tumbler is in the camo. And then you get Bat West with his Batmobile. So it's all cinematic Batmans. Great. I don't know why there's 2 BVS Superman or Batman here. Because their Batmobiles are different, and as you can see, their armors are slightly different in color. I don't know why there's 2 of them. I haven't the faintest idea. I assume like 2 of these are chases, and it's the 2 that are the copies. Otherwise, I don't know. It's a choice. Look, apparently, if you get a DC toy license, hi Glock, how's it going? If you get a DC toy license, you're contractually obligated to have 60% of that toy line be Batman. Like like 60% of your toy line has to be Batman. That's the part of the contract. So, Blockies is at like 100% Batman because like all of this stuff is Batman, and then like their other model kit stuff is like Batman Beyond, Harley Quinn, and Nightwing, which is again all Batman. So they're at like 100% Batman. Skip over that. Nothing much for Ryder outside of the teasers they did. Hey, Glock, thanks for the Prime. I don't know. Did the alert go off for that? Alert? It did. I did not show. I might have it covered up. But thank you for the Prime. Where was I? Distracted. Clearly. Where is the Sentai picture? Thank you. So yeah, nothing else for Ryder besides Gav caking form. So we don't know what the rest of that wave is going to look like. Sentai, they're just like, hey, here is the Kyoryuger wave that we released basically the day they, like their first day at this show, and you could probably buy at the show. Which is basically the Core 5 Kyoryugers, King Kuwagata Oger Carnival, Racules, or Okuagata Oger, Kyoryugen, and then the chases. this Samba Carnival. This not only the Samba Carnival, but they call it Samba Carnival parentheses Samba Carnival, which makes me assume it's like a finisher version of it because that's what they usually do for stuff like that with chases. So, yeah. And then we get to the Marvel. Not that one. Still not that one. Hooray! I like grabbing these so I don't have to open like 12,000 photos. So they're showing technically 2 waves here from what I've gathered information-wise. We've got a Spider-Man kind of comic like evergreen wave, and then we're getting a Spider-Verse wave. Not necessarily that one movie Spider-Verse wave, but just kind of general Spider-Verse wave. I'm assuming, and again, I'm not certain on this, everything we see that is not a gray prototype is that first Spider-Man wave. So we're getting Peter Spidey, Miles Spidey, Gwen Spidey, Spider-Ham, Venom, Doc Ock, Mysterio, Scorpion, and then the chase will be the black suit because that just makes sense. And then in the Spider-Verse wave, we're getting... Oh, the way I got rid of that. I'll just move it kind of out of the way. We're getting Toby, Spider-Punk, Rhino, Miguel, Spider-Man 2099, and Green Goblin. I'm assuming. I'd have to double check the tweet that they put out about this to see. But that seems to be what we're looking at toy-wise, wave-wise. Which is very interesting that it's like, hey, this is almost... It's Rhino. Like... Let me see if they get a... Yeah. This isn't like the best picture. But there you see it behind Doc Ock. That is Rhino. He's a bit more armored up than usual, but that is a Rhino. I don't know. It might be some... Excuse me. Some design of Rhino I've never seen before. Which is entirely possible. I've technically never seen this design of Doc Ock, but it is very reminiscent of the vanilla design I've seen of Doc Ock before. Anywho, that seems to be what we're looking at. I'm used to Doc Ock from the original animated series, which is these colors. But I'm trying to think. Those aren't his original comic colors, I don't think. I don't remember. Anyway. Transformers Galaxy stuff. Would it be on their Ultimate Run? Oh, okay. That would probably play into the fact it's supposed to be a Spider-Verse wave. So, Transformers Galaxy-wise, we've got Shatterglass Starscream, which is here. We are also getting a new Shockwave in Shining, and then the next Galaxy Wave will have a new version of Megatron to go along with your new version of Optimus. It's probably supposed to be, I guess, then like 616 Ock. Like I said, it's a Spider-Verse wave, is what they're calling it. So mixing 616 and Ultimate Villains probably feels like the point, I guess. But yeah, that's mainly the new stuff here. Everything else here has basically been revealed, except... Yeah, still only a head for Unicron, but he does come with like a little tiny arc or Autobot ship. So you can have him like try to eat it or something. I know we had a listing for, or had a layout for another Galaxy Wave of Transformers, but oh, that is the like arc little like parts container that you can get. It's shaped like the arc, and you can pop it open and put your extra parts in and close it up. It's storage. But yeah, otherwise nothing particularly new here. Granted, we're like 2 weeks out from that original showcase, so it's fine if there's not like super massive amount of new material. Skip over the Saint Seiya, skip over that. I'll skip over that. They reminded you about the new small Pokemon wave, which I think I talked about this whole wave already. But this is the whole wave of the smalls, which is the Machop, the Galarian Farfetch'd, Fuecoco, Quaxley, Corphish, Piplup. And then there's everything they've released all together in one display, which really shows you the varying heights of everything, which, as I said, what scale is it? Entirely depends on what you think that Charizard, how big a Charizard should be. Because they seem to be all relatively scaled within themselves. But yeah, these all look really nice together. I think that is basically it. There's security user pictures, or some hardcore user pictures. As pictures. And that is basically it. Except for one thing, for some reason they didn't officially announce this. Or they didn't post about it, but it's basically announced. So I'll have to grab the images for it real quick. I'll grab that, and then I'll grab the booth picture. So this is Rally of Astral. This is a Blocky's original IP. About like what they have is called Hero Spire, which is basically your Dynasty Warriors Romance of the Three Kingdoms coded toy line. Is how I described it, because it's what it basically looks like and what the characters are. But anyway, they seem to be this kind of like universal connection, like mini Transformer lineup. Only thing is, as we have now found out, they basically come as gray models, and you have to paint them yourself. So yeah. And their defender scale, which is like their 1-inch scale, basically 1 to 2 inch scale. So these are on the smaller side of things. But yeah. So you do have to paint these friends if you want them. But they seem nice. And that's basically it for the showcase. I could talk about one extra thing real quick. Because Bandai's at a toy show this weekend. And they have SMP on display as well. And V-Rex Robo is a part of that display amongst other stuff. I'll just talk about the V-Rex Robo. He's big. He's chunky. He's thick. He is a very thick T-Rex that turns into a very thick robot. But also we're seeing Time Robo in all of its modes, like full color prototype now, because before we had gray models, we had renders, but this is our first like proper look at it. All of this will be on display at their show. I forget where, or at their booth at the show, like this weekend. I don't remember where it's at. It's somewhere in Japan. So I think it might actually be in China. But yeah, also Time Shadow combining with Time Robo for all of its combinations and stuff. There is a picture from their booth to give you a very good idea of how this looks in person. Time Robo is big. I assume he is big so that Time Robo can ride on him, which is like a thing that happens in the show. So. But yeah, that amongst some other stuff is on display. They've been rolling out these blogs the last couple hours. Because they have a Super Robot Wars OG unit. And then they have Dangar X shown off. And that's the other couple of blogs. Won't really talk about them because I have basically no knowledge of them. Yeah, ZA came out today. I was watching one of the runners I follow, their run through of the game, technically from, oh god, I think it was like yesterday, or like today. I can imagine. I basically just went, well, this Wonder Man series exists. I'm just going to ignore it. So I can imagine finding out more information about it. It's just like, well, yeah, that's certainly a thing. Let me pause the music. Because I forgot to do that when I swapped over. Okay. That sounds like what happens in EMH, because in EMH, Zemo's the one that creates Wonder Man there. I'm trying to figure out where all these stupid birds went. Oh, there's the last one. Oh, yeah, it has, it has those. Son of a fuck. I honestly don't know what to tell you. Like, I have seen a little. Oh, god damn it! Fuck. Boyd, why do you have like no fucking defense? Oh my god. Boyd, please. Why are you a glass fucking cannon? Okay. Eh. Eh. I'm not surprised by there being no gems. There was no gems in ZA or in Legends Arceus. I was about to say, please don't miss. Oh, you getting to choose when you evolve? Honestly, everything you're talking about, like you're not liking, that's the exact same way it's in Arceus. Like, Arceus was the exact same way of just like, you choose when you get to evolve. Instead of like having the Pokemon evolve and then you interrupt it if you don't want them evolving. Which, from my understanding, people liked. damn, got the crit there. Hi, Jill. Hurry the hell up and get over here so I can recruit you. Yeah, this kind of got brought up in a Discord I was in about like Scarlet and the Violet's performance issues, which I feel like, I think, oddly enough, I think a lot of people who were having performance issues with Scarlet and Violet were actually emulating the game. Like the real hard issues were because they were emulating the game. That is where their issues were coming from. I don't know what that says about Scarlet and Violet, but like that's kind of where those problems were coming from. Which is again to say, look, emulators are not 100%. Yeah, you get 60 FPS on ZA on Switch 2. Like, on actual Switch 2, not on, like, emulator Switch 2, I would assume. Yeah, so you're basically playing on the Switch 1 version, which is, Wait, how the hell do I recruit Jill? I thought it was talked with Ike. Oh, how is Unicorn Overlord? Yeah, that's definitely a game I was like, I wish to play this at some point, but I'm still working my way through SRWY, and Time Stranger's also, like, right there is something I would also like to play. Oh, good, the boss is coming. That's great. You got too close for comfort right there. Okay. Sir? Sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to fuck off. Let's get Soren over. Rolf, please. Rolf, please kill. Thank you. Okay. We're fine. 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 Why do you have a steel? You are an axe wielder. Why do you have a lance? That is not Jill's weapon. Also, thanks. Good job, Jill. Good job on the miss. Really proving your worth here. Let they please finish. Let they please go. Thank you. Yeah, because that just wrapped up like chapter 4 of that game. And I'm still continuing to really enjoy that game. I remember seeing Triangle Strategy, but I haven't heard much of it past that. Oh, you are not who I thought that was. Never mind. Okay. Arcee is going back. Let you drop back to here. Oscar, drop back. Mike. This is probably what I should have been doing to start with in terms of defensive options, but the fact that she did not double him scares me. Also, the fact that she timed out scares me as well, because she's useless to me now. I think I've read the prot summary for it, and I'm like, this is certainly something. Also, that's Ike maxed out now. He's not getting any more experience until chapter 17 when he promotes. So, great. A zip javelin? That didn't do a whole lot. How close is the other one? Not as close as I would think. Good. Soren, help. Thank you, Soren. Not my regal sword, no! Oh well. It has served its purpose. Arm scroll, nice. I have to mash through these. What is this achievement that it is telling me that I can get, but I can miss in the next map? I'm not logged in. That doesn't help. That's create an account. That's not logging in. That part I didn't know. I just know it's hit, like, Destiny 2 has hit its all-time lowest player count since Curse of Osiris. Which it says a lot about the current state of Destiny 2 when it's like, we're in a worse state than Curse of Osiris. And I'm like, oh, don't nobody learn. Don't nobody understand. Obtain all treasures during a guiding wind in one session and clear the chapter without having it open any. Oh, okay. I don't remember where all the chests are, but we'll find out. I'm sorry, guiding with only Ike? Why is there so many things for guiding wind? And Astrid and Godfrey on turn 1 during the guiding? Why is there so many achievements related to guiding wind? Like, I will show this real quick. Because here is the achievement for just clearing Guiding Wind, which is the next chapter. Here is doing it with only Ike. Like a separate achievement for doing it with only Ike. Here's a separate achievement for doing it while getting all of the chests and no enemies opening any of the chests. Here's for doing it on hard difficulty. And here's doing it or playing it and getting Astrid and Godfrey turn 1. Which is like, why is there so many Guiding Wind achievements? Why is there so many related to that? What the fuck? It feels so unnecessary. But granted, that could be said about retro achievements in general, so... Sometimes retro achievement sets are a little unnecessary and dumb. That's a Zahark. I'm not giving him experience. I'll give Oscar experience. Singular strength up. Thanks, Oscar. Good job. Good job. Yeah, that's a part of all the leaks that came out, which there's some internal drama amongst those Pokemon leaks, and I'm like, we probably shouldn't know about this at all, because that's gonna stir up some shit amongst people, and it's not gonna end well, personally speaking. And then seeing, like, not even early prototypes, like pitches for certain Pokemon games, I'm like, guys, the game is not going to look like this, because this is like the idealized idea of what they want. That is not what's going to end up being the game. If we're lucky, sure, but like there's no guarantee on that. So I'd say, how did I forgot to give Mia the killing edge because I think she probably use it better. I think we're flying elsewhere on weapons. Yeah, I said we're fine. Wait, hang on. Let me. Does only got one. Are you only Lance? I could have sworn you were Axe. I could have sworn Jill was an Axe user, not a Lance user. Just to show what I know. Remember? No. Javelin, please. Might be thinking of her promotion, because I think her promotion she gets. Max HP. Who could use more health? Yeah, that sounds right. Like a lot of more health. Damn. Piece of skill. Better hit percentage. Who has crap skill? Well, that makes sense. Oh, Mercy, I could probably use it. Boyd, why is your so low? We're probably giving that to Boyd. And then arm scroll, traces, from persons. Weapons up. Me is at C. Comparison to Mike's B. He's at E. I don't know who has E's and stuff at the moment. Rolf has E. Probably just give it just to Rolf. Get him up a little better. Of course not. Why would they? I think it's on the longbow at least. I think we're good. Feels like we're good. We'll see. Is it? Do I have to talk to them like? Okay. Oh God, I forgot. Yeah, that's actually how I first found out about the Fire Emblem, is playing the first GBA one, or the GBA one we got in the States, which is just Fire Emblem, but I believe it is Blazing Blade, technically. Yes, it's technically Blazing Blade in Japan, but here it's just called Fire Emblem because it was the first one we got 8 games in. Because bear in mind that they date back to the NES. I'm just like, oh wait, oh I forgot this, so they can't promote. He's useless outside of just up. You've recruited him, hooray! Okay. Great. We're just gonna go with this lineup. Actually. Not Rom. Not Titania, not Volk. But we probably want Volk for this. Their chest here. We can drop Lethe and pick up at least Volk. Titania can continue to sit on the sidelines. It's fine. The rest of the team has got this. Totally. Oh my god, I need like one more. All right, there's that achievement at least. So if we have to restart, I don't have to do that achievement again. Hooray! I guess I can try for the chest one. I don't know how successful we'll be, but we can try. Oh god. The crit. Good thing he wasted the crit on an NPC. That saves my life, hopefully. Nice. I see that bowman. I need to kill the bowman first. Before I get any flying units in here. I was on. I hope Jill didn't miss. If she did, that would be terrible. All right, Astrid, you just have to hold the line. Good. Like I said, I've been playing Y. I'm on to chapter 5 of the game. Continue to enjoy it. I've kind of just been on and off on a Lego kick, just watching Lego videos and stuff. Built. Technically, it was a modified version of the Mustang Fastback kit that exists, but I changed a couple parts around, make the 2+2 Fastback I have sitting on my shelf. It's fine. Like it's not gonna be for everyone, and that's okay. It's for me. I enjoy it, and that's enough. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was what I was worried about with a mage. Good news! Like, all of those except for, like, the ninja main character one have their own show. You can go watch the shows. It's like half the point of the Super Robot Wars games is like, hey, look at this cool show. All right, Astrid, run. Oh god, they're fucking all in the way. Oh, thank God, a crit. I was like, I kind of need a crit here. Shit, this could have killed that person. You can't get him from there, can you? You can. Boy, Rolf. Nice. Okay, got rid of the mage. Alright, gotcha should be fine for now. Because he can tank stuff out. Okay, there's 3 chests on their side of the map. I just saw. Ugh. Ew. Ow. Oi! Oi! Okay, we're fine. You know, if I was smart, I would have brought my chest keys that are sitting in my convoy. It would have made my life easier. Longsword. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna need you to fall back. We can get some healing. Oh, you have a longbow too. Astrid, you just sit on the defense point and just stay there. Clang. Oh, good, 8 more birds. Damn, Godfrey, with the crit. Atta boy. Probably, but it doesn't come directly to mind at the moment. Oh, there are 4 birds. Right. Okay. That's certainly something to have in the back pocket. Damn. So much for the achievement. I didn't think the birds would actually go after them. 12, 12, 12, 12. That's... Oh, that's the Star Wars one. Okay. I had to take a minute to be like, 12? Yeah, because for those that don't understand that, 12, the basics of 12's plot is exactly the same as A New Hope. Except that the Luke in Final Fantasy 12 is completely useless, and the game should have been about Leia, but it isn't, which is dumb. Which lines up with apparently the development of that game, because it was developed with the female protagonist in mind of that game, but then they went, we can't put this out with a female protagonist. Nobody will buy it. So we have to put in a male protagonist because that's what the normies care about, right? But yeah, honestly, if you're going to play 12, you should probably play the updated Zodiac Age version of it. I think that whole license board system stuff is a lot better in, like, Zodiac Age 12 rather than Vanilla 12. It entirely depends on what you were playing. And I like none of my options right now. Because Zodiac Age was originally a European-only release of Final Fantasy XII, and then the most recent versions of the game that are on like current consoles and PC and stuff adopted the changes that were made in that European-only version of Final Fantasy XII, which again is the version of 12 you should be playing, from my understanding. You do not play Vanilla 12. Vanilla 12 is not well balanced with all that stuff. Zodiac Age 12 is far more balanced and far more enjoyable. Which is why, like, Zodiac Age 12 is, like, something on my list, because it's like, oh, hey, it's the Star Wars Final Fantasy. Yes, I would like to play the Star Wars Final Fantasy. Why would I not play the Star Wars Final Fantasy, being a Star Wars fan? I figured he would prioritize the chest over us. But now there's like 2 more birds. Oh, okay. Honestly, they were doing stuff like that. That sounds like the sphere grid from 10 in 10.2, which I don't know how the sphere grid works in 10 and 10.2, to be honest. I have not played those. Bitch. Ah, great. Now you're in the way. Ah. Shit. That's at least all the items. Fuck. That's what I was afraid of, was him deciding to go after somebody else. Move and go after somebody else. I just didn't think it would be him taking out Jill. I figured the other archer would take out Jill. Okay, so we don't have to worry about getting Astrid and Gotri turn 1 anymore. Unless they just decide to, like, not cooperate. Alright, everyone else is basically playing catch-up at this point. Oh, I had to have a laugh today because Quantic Dream, of all people, is like, we're still making Star Wars Eclipse. Also, we're making a new competitive multiplayer game. And I'm like, look, I do not wish ill on studios. They have enough of a bad time in this industry. But I want this to fucking kill Quantic Dream. Fucking do it. Make this fucking competitive multiplayer game. That, by the way, there's a trailer out for it. And impressions of it. And the impressions of it are mid at best. But absolutely fucking burn. You know, if they're gonna keep making these SRWOG units, I don't know where, like, the Tyrannode from T and like I guess the ninja units, I don't remember the names offhand, from Y fall into those categories, but can I get those, please? I'd absolutely be down to have like a Tyrannode and like a Tyrannode Rex. Want you out of the way. But like you. Out of the way. Damn it. Okay, in chapter 4, yeah, in chapter 4, Dynazenon will get to have the option to merge mid-battle with another unit you get. But it's kind of morale-based. But the cool thing is, since they can merge mid-mission, once they merge, if the other unit has not taken their turn, you get a second free action. And also, they're stupid strong. Beyond that, there's not been anyone else that has gotten a merge. There's been, like, mech upgrades where you've basically traded out one mech for another, like the Aerial from G-Witch. I just now gotten it traded out for the Aerial rebuild. But that's not necessarily a merger. That's just you lose the Aerial and you get the rebuild. Yeah, no one else really does that. There is one unit that you do permanently lose because of plot reasons. But the cool thing is you get money back for every kill that unit got and every bit of upgrade that you put into that unit in terms of money. You get it all back. I got over 6 digits worth of credits off of it because I used them and had them pretty well upgraded. So, it's honestly worth it to actually just use them as a normal unit and just be like, well, they're gone, bye. I get paid a lot of money for you dying. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, you're still fairly early in the game. I say it that way with the unit because they signpost the fuck up that this person is dying. They signpost the hell out of it. Of like, you're never using this person again. Make the most of it. Bitch. Really? Yeah, at the chapter 5, I have a lot more than that. God, how many do I even have? I think like 20 something, I think. is my options. I think I have like around 20 some odd units that I can choose from. Granted, you only get to deploy so many per map, but it's still like I have plenty of choices. And also, this is the thing they've added for this game, and I love it so much. You can favorite units so that they are basically always at the top of your list. So I basically went up. This is everyone I'm using. Favorite. So they're right at the top. And I'm like, up, all those other people that I don't want to use, well, they're at the bottom of the list and I'm ignoring them. Oh, shoot, I get attacked. God damn it. Stupid fucking birds. I need a second. Oh, figure standard Ichigo. Nice. Hooray. Nah, this is just the opening for Path of Radiance, since I'm sitting on the tile screen because I needed a minute. Because I love dying to birds. And the fact that they double every one of my fucking team. Okay, I am super tempted. Who's my highest level people? Soren and Mia. More like 3. Let's just take 3 on this map. Soren's been fine. I am very tempted to throw him a Master Seal. That was my 5-minute break. It's just me sitting there looking through Discord as I let the title screen movie play. All right, I'm promoting Soren. I'm not sure how much this will help me, but I'm willing to let it ride on this one. Technically our first promotion this entire playthrough. Staff, please. Now Soren can heal. Now I have 3 healers, basically. You know what? This, I don't know how much it can truly help her, but Mia needs anything at this moment. So. They're like my 2 highest, and they're like in range. Yeah, because for some reason Mia just cannot get strength. She is at the bottom end of my strength pool, which is insane. It's like you should be higher than that. I don't get it. Why have you not gotten any strength ups? You have always been consistently a pretty good unit for me. Mia, what happened to you this playthrough? Well, at least it puts the archer out of play, which I will take. You know, Gotcha being right there actually works. Oh, nope, that's one more space than I wanted. That is a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like I've seen a Path of Radiance speedrun, but it's been a long time since I have. I know typically when it comes to Fire Emblem speedruns in general, you're basically focusing on like a couple very specific units, and just leveling them up and just deploying them because that's all you need. All right, chapter 13. Yeah, stuff like that. Looks like they've pre-promoted Marcia. Just off of what I'm seeing. Because here's the layout. Marcia's promoted. Which, that would make sense. She's like your first flying unit. You get her decently early on. Basically shove experience into her until she's at a certain point and then promote her into Falcon Knight and then let her run rampant of just like, oh yeah, she just goes around killing everybody. Oh, they rescue the civvies to not eat up time. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they would do that. Just to cut down on the other phase time. Because it's faster to just rescue all of them and then have them be like sit in your pocket instead of them being like, oh, I'm taking my turn. And then you have Volk get, I assume, certain things. Okay, you definitely recruit Astrid and Gotri and then have them rescue, because that's basically 4 units that won't take a turn now. Also, good lord, Marcia's health! I didn't see that on the stat screen. God damn, Marcia, tanky! 51 HP! Yeah, that's what happens when you have a high enough health bar. It overflows down. Probably not. I'm willing to bet not at that high. Because she's dodging. It depends on what this archer does, because I don't know if she's in range of that archer. It might not matter if she might dodge. Oh, that's a crit. That's 24 damage crit. Like, if an archer takes a shot at her and it hits, like, they'll tell you how much defense she has. Which it doesn't matter because she's too dodgy. No one can land a hit on her, so it doesn't matter. She can have 5 defense. If nobody can hit her, it doesn't matter. Oh, and they also give her custom weapons. Which, by the way, there's an entire, like, forge weapon mechanic in this game. I never interact with it because I never bother. And then there's all them. So you don't have to worry about them. Then Volk's picking up chests. Which I assume, like, if you're only using certain units, you're picking them up mainly as gold material to sell them so that you can make sure you can, like, keep yourself stocked on weapons, because there's weapon durability in this game. God, what are the stats on this Marcia? Well, that tells us how much damage she's doing. She's taking 2 damage. And that is from the birds that keep killing us. She's taking 2 damage from them. Also, that's a perfect time to see her stats. She has 52 health, 21 strength, 6 magic, 21 skill, 24 speed, 13 luck, 15 defense, 15 resistance. As a comparison. Where's Marcia for us? This is what our Marcia looks like. Hell, that defense stat, like, what was it? 20... 15? That's 1 less than Gotri. That is 1 less than the literal tank character on the current map we're on. No wonder she's only taking 2 damage. And then her strength is, like, stronger than anyone we have. Her skill is, like, higher than anybody's. Her speed's higher. It's like, she just built different. Which is fair, because they probably dumped every bit of experience they could into her. Because she's also promoted. Like, our Marcia is a Pegasus Knight, as you saw in her class. She's a Falcon Knight. I didn't pour everything into Marcia. Because bear in mind, the Marcia you saw there is promoted. I.e., she is probably like 15 plus our Marcia right now. To give an idea. Like, all that bonus experience that we're getting per map, they probably dumped it all into her. And then promoted her. And then kept going. Actually, when did they promote her? Basically, which is what you do in Fire Emblem speedruns, because if it's all numbers at this point. It's all numbers. If your number's bigger than your opponent's numbers, you win. So what's the fastest route? Literally pour everything on the one unit and their number gets bigger because, like, most of the time it's a route mission. So, like, all you have to do is kill the enemies, all the enemies, or kill the boss. If you do one of those two things, you win the map. And, oh, look, flying unit. She gets to go anywhere she wants. Oh, wow. They hard promoted her. Because they did to level 21, basically. So they didn't even Master Seal her like I did Soren and Mia just now. Because you can promote in 2 ways in this game. Well, technically 3 ways, but that's only for certain characters. You can either do the Master Seal after level 10, or you can level them to level, basically 21, and that will send them over to their promoted class. They sent Marcia over to her promoted class, meaning they made her... She's actually, like, 20 plus. Basically. She's level, like, whatever, like, 28, basically. She's like Titania, where Titania on our team is, like... She's technically, like, level 27, more or less. But yeah, that makes sense, again. Like, when you're doing a speed run, like... At the end of the day, it is just what will get me to the end faster. Granted, in some speedruns, that's a lot riskier. Like Cage crit level, Kingdom Hearts, like, crit level 1 runs. Like, they basically run through that game as fast as they can, but they will absolutely get one-shotted if possible. Like, nothing is stopping that game from going, you're dying now, but goodbye. Especially if you're doing, like, crit level 1, data fights. Because the data fights will destroy you. Ah, fucking goddamn it. There's Astrid dead again. Okay. We're probably stopping there. I'm annoyed now. I need to walk away. But yeah, I actually, since you asked me how many units I have, I actually don't remember the exact number. I'm going to go check. So I'm going to boot up Time Stranger in the background. I won't pull it up on stream because, like I said, I'm in Chapter 5, so all the unit spoilers. Because I've recruited... I think I've recruited everyone you can at the current point in the game. I'm really waiting for the DLC to come out so I can do the double stuff, because I want to see how they do the double stuff. I want to see how they integrate all the double stuff, damn it. Give me a date. Oh, I probably... No, because I finished it up Monday, I think. Finished up my end of the community archipelago I was in. Game decided to be mean as fuck and made me play the clown show that is 2-2. I have not. Nor did I desire to. Oh, wait, that technically doesn't count. Shoot. I just realized some of these are not going to count. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 7, 8. 6, 7, 3, 9, 50, 50, 50, 50. So I actually have access to about 70 units. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but also I don't wanna. I just want to play the game for fun and do the retro achievement list. That's all I really wanted to do. 69. I counted 70, but one of those doesn't count because it's technically the getter team is like 3 separate units in one, so that kind of doesn't count. But yeah, it's about 69 units at Chapter 5. Granted, 4 of those are pilotless because there's no pilots for them. Because you can swap out a few units across different mechs. But yeah, I didn't realize it was that many until I counted. Because I only use about... about 33 of them consistently. They're the only ones I really want to use. I wonder what intermission skin I'll get. Oh, I wasn't changing it because spoilers for you. So I wasn't going to show it on stream. Because like I said, I'm in Chapter 5. I have all sorts of spoilers at my unit list. Plus, I don't know how well the music plays for YouTube's copyright stuff. It seemed fine when I did the demo, but I'm not tempting fate. Is that Koka's dad, Garo? Yes, okay, that makes sense. This movie's out, so. Also, yeah, Garo. That makes sense. All right, we'll probably call it a night there. So tomorrow, I'm gonna do some Star Rail event stuff. Since the update, or since new event stuff came out, since they changed over the banner and stuff, and give you your free new Don Hung. So we'll do the event stuff, and then we get to see how Mega Man NT War or in Network Transmission is. It's not gonna go well. I know it won't. I know that game's a little bit not great. That's tomorrow. Saturday. No, Tommy was wanting to get his KH2 up and running. Mine seemed fine. I did have one crash. I'm going to double check tomorrow and run through it a little bit more of the seed. See if it does that again. If so, I'm not sure what's causing the crash then. I might have to... There might be one mod I don't have installed that I might need to install and see if that fixes it. Since the crashes are entirely random and arbitrary. At least it feels like it. So yeah, it might be a KH2, like, seed Saturday. For that, I'm doing more of that Super Robot Wars wishlist thing because, I don't know, I kind of want to fill out all of it on stream and then post, like, the finished one on like, Blue Sky or something. I don't know. one of those times where I'm like, I don't know what to do for a pre-show on a Saturday. So I'm just going to do whatever I feel like. But Sunday, the usual Fortnite plus TGS, where we get to talk about Quantic Dream. Yay. Amongst other stuff. Oh boy. So yeah, and we'll either continue this next week or I'll do something else. I don't know. The fact we only get about 1 or 2 missions done for retro achievements is just like, maybe I should do something else. We might go back to cat stuff because it's been long enough. But yeah, that is the week ahead, folks. So if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow, really appreciate it. Exclamation point, YouTube and chat gets the YouTube archive for this and all of our streams. Right now, weekly co-ops for 2021 are still going out. I need to schedule a bunch more tomorrow because today and tomorrow were scheduled today, but not the rest of the week and the rest of it because it's still like 4 or 5 days still of videos I need to schedule. And then that's weekly co-op done. And unfortunately, Rampant Gaming's about the same size playlist, basically, so. Oh, yeah. I don't know if those two should be done before the end of the year. I'm kind of curious what the last of the stuff that will go out this year is going to be. But yeah, that's the YouTube side of things. Exclamation point, social and chat, get you our social media handles so you know when we go live. Exclamation point, Discord chat, this is Link. Drop by, say hi. See you tomorrow, folks.